I was here 2 weeks ago. Just behind you there is Hollesley Common, where it rained and I had to shelter that time. Heading this way is towards Rendlesham Forest, so it kind of borders onto Hollesley Common. But there's the path behind me which leads into the forest. But there's a nice grouping of pine trees here. They've all got space between them, and there's a path leading straight. So your eye does follow the path down. There's another path which does go to the left there. So I've focused on that tree just before the path switched to the left. And I've taken another shot, focus further back, just to make sure I get the depth of field that I want. And just coming to behind me there is what's called Hollesley Common, and in that direction heads off into Rendlesham Forest. So it's the edge of it here, and I've just got my camera set up there. So I'm looking towards the pine trees there. But I noticed there's some nicely regularly, if I can say that word, nicely spaced. And there's a gap in between there, and I've just got my camera focused down to the gap, and there's a couple of pine trees down the end there. So I've focused up to the end, right far back into the forest there. I may do 2 or 3 different focus points here, because those trees at the front now, I quite like to have those in focus. And the mid-ground, sort of halfway through into the scene, and make sure the mid-ground's in focus. Okay, I've got quite a tight crop, so I've got these, see there's 2 pine trees either side, so they're framing up the shot there. I think I may focus stack, because I've focused on the background because I quite like to have that in focus, so that will draw your eye down to the trees at the far end there. There's see 2 pine trees at the end there, but I'm also going to focus stack on these near trees here. You can see I've got thumb now focused on that near tree on the right, so hopefully that should be enough to get everything in focus. I was going to focus on the far end again. Yeah, the mid-ground looks in focus. I may take a third actually, the mid-ground, just to be safe. The sun is coming down, it's about an hour to sunset. But getting the nice warm lights right now. Yeah, it's quite a large forest this. It's called Rendlesham Forest. It's not a natural forest. It's essentially man-made, where they needed a lot of the wood supplies during the wars. But it's a beautiful place nonetheless. A large forest. I mean, behind me there, that leads further deep into the forest. You can see around me, I'm just surrounded by coniferous trees. And down below, they're all surrounded by the ferns and bracken, which have really grown this year. But they're starting to turn colour, the ferns are going brown, so it won't be long. Well, it's only just over a month to autumn, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm just having a look around, see if there's any photos. But I did come across a scene I took 2 weeks ago here. Just behind me. Obviously 2 weeks ago it was rain and the sky was very dark. Completely different conditions to now where I've got the sun here. And so that's had a bit more contrast in the scene, but it's dropping now, so the light's getting a bit softer. But I almost didn't recognise it. It's strange where the different weather conditions, different compositions arise. And you go another time or different season, you almost don't recognise it. But yeah, so my last time locally for a while, because the next week I'm off to Snowdona in Wales. And I've staying in an old cottage right in the Gwydir forest. So I can actually walk straight from my door there and explore the forest. And it's quite a large forest there. If I get some good weather, I can explore the mountains surrounding the area there. But yeah, that should be fun. But yeah, the light's getting low. Some gorgeous light actually behind me there. The light's just catching the trees down the bottom there. So I actually might just grab my camera and see if I can get a quick shot here. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. As often in woodland forests, when the sun does get low enough, it's near enough getting below the tree line behind me there. And once the sun does get low, the light will really fall here. So probably another 15 minutes and that'll be my lot. And actually the light down the end there is just about to fade. So when you do have the last light coming down like this, you really have to work quick, especially in woodland, where the light just catches different areas of the forest here. I did get a very quick shot back there, and the light was just hitting a branch coming down with the leaves and a tree in the background with the surrounding tree in shadow. So that may work. I'm hoping it'd be quite a nice effect there. Sort of mysterious woodland shot, which I don't do many of. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a quick one tonight. I had a few hours before sunset, so I really want to make the most of the nice light. Okay, just heading back. I hope I got some good photos there. It was a very quick photo session in the end, kind of chasing the light a bit. But the sun's just setting over there. But actually you can see behind me there, the sun's just coming through to the forest. Beautiful light right now. But I'm almost tempted to get one last photo. I put everything away as well. Oh, what do? I did stop. The light was just about to go and the sun was setting. So I very quickly stopped by the forest there. Set my tripod up, put my long lens on and just looked for the light. And I took about 2 or 3 quick shots there. Just focusing on where the light was falling and hitting the pine trees in the distance there. No time to think about a composition. Literally just see where the light falls and frame it up as best as I could. Sort of getting the trees nice and even and spaced out. But yeah, so you can see behind me, sun's just setting there. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening now. But I'm just heading back, so it'll be dark soon. I think that's a wrap for tonight. If you enjoyed this, then give it a like, because that really does help. And if you'd like to see more and see my trip to Snowdonia next week, and you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Anyway, thanks for watching.